Hi everyone! So with the rush for getting LUX sets at the moment and farming in desert being the most popular way to go and get LUX sets, I figured I'd put together a really quick desert survival guide to help you land those bits of gear. I know some of you are struggling to stay alive in desert, so I'm going to give you my top tips for you to practice so that you can nail those runs. So in case you don't know, desert is the first career plus environment. You'll need to get over 100,000 reputation to unlock it, but that's total rep, not in a single run, so you can do it in as many runs as you need to. I recommend going from the start of Highlands all the way to Peaks if you can, but you do what you can, and once you've unlocked it, you'll notice it's a little different from the rest. So there are no stunts. Similar to Volcano, it's only 2 stats here. Don't panic though, you'll still have lots of opportunities to throw some shapes. My first tip though, is that I recommend switching to the downhill bike. So the downhill bike is much more forgiving, a safe ride, and it'll pick up the speed you need to stay safe while also protecting you a little better on landing. This chunky boy is perfect for both new and experienced riders, and I highly recommend going into desert with it. You'll have a much easier time than if you take the hardtail. My next tip is making sure you pick up the landing impact crew member if it is the only one that you look for, and I do have a guide where I mention a couple of others, but landing impact is probably your most important one here. This is going to help you land from higher up and out of faster jumps. You should also be making sure to hold your right stick up just before you land to soften all your landings, especially if you can see the triangle of doom in the corner. There's some help with this in the advanced tips of the menu if you get stuck, and I've got a couple of tutorials for you. My next tip is to always land going downwards. So this one's a little bit difficult to explain and you're gonna have to bear with me, but I'm gonna try my best. Each dune in the desert, you ride up one side and down the other, right? So when you do any jumps, you wanna make sure you're landing on the going down side. Because going up, well, gravity and yeah. So sometimes you'll need to speed up to cross wider gaps or slow down to hit the back of your dune. Don't be afraid to slow down if you need to. I also like taking off far too early on a dune so that I land pop on the other side of it. You'll see me do that a lot on stream and it looks a little bit scary to begin with, and then you just drop down nicely on the other side. If you do come and watch us stream some Descenders, make sure you pay attention to how I play desert. So my last tip for surviving desert is definitely to just keep it simple. If you're not on a track that gives you good air, so anything above basic, just keep it simple, use your flips and spins. You don't have to use loads and loads of tricks, I promise. Flips and spins will get you far enough to where you want to go. It's a little bit slower, but it is so much safer if you're not sure of the timings to do with your tricks. The other thing, of course, is with fakies, unless you've got a very flat and not steep track, don't worry about doing fakies. That is a surefire way to get yeeted at high speed. If you do have something that's very flat and not very steep, you go for it. I've got a little tiny bit of a fakie tutorial in the LUX GEAR videos, so make sure you go watch that as well. So these tips have all been keeping yourself nice and safe. Pick up the downhill bike if you've already got it. Make sure you pick up landing impact as a crew member, it's going to help you a ton. Remember to hold up with the right stick and counter pump just before you land. And always land going downwards, not trying to go up a dune. There you go, easy peasy. As long as you do those, keep it nice and simple, you'll be all great. If you're after some more help to get you some LUX gear, don't panic. We've got loads of tutorials on the channel. All you need to do is head on over to the Descenders playlist. And if you don't fancy farming for them, we've got a little giveaway for you in the description. Go grab that and I'll see you soon. Have fun mastering desert and I'll see you for stream. Bye!